We're going to have to shave your head.
Does that work?
Oh, yeah, it works for me.
You know what you need?
What? Yakalakang.
Some makeup, love.
Oh, you love this. What is going on?
I love doing this. I just love this. Oh, delicious.
If you kiss me
Oh,
while my eyes are shut.
I'm so tempted. Do you want to do me?
No. You do you.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Checkpoint Podcast. The live stream that's not live.
Just having a quick retouch.
Yeah.
Welcome along. It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. We have changed things up a little bit.
Yes.
We're wearing head masks, which I think is quite fun.
Details.
Details, absolutely.
But also, we're not live.
No,
Sorry.
We've changed it up a little
That's
bit.
my fault. Really.
It's not. It's not.
Well,
your
it's
fault.
kind of.
It's kind of your fault.
It's entirely my
It's your fault completely.
fault. I'm very busy. For busy read unreliable.
No, we thought it'd be better because I got distracted with all this technical stuff. Like I'm getting distracted with this right now.
Yeah. We do have to shave your head. You've got too much hair. Hey, thanks, Julie, for these. These are amazing.
They're fantastic. And actually, you've probably heard the bedtime story, which we've not read yet.
Okay.
Later. You've probably heard the
power of
bedtime
editing.
story. Which was inspired by this headgear. But we thought we'd do the whole podcast with this. Jake, lots been going on. I've got lots to talk to you about.
Have you?
Which is very exciting.
That's fantastic because I've been crying in a garage.
I know.
So tell me, what's happened?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I went to see
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft. Yeah, which is quite cool, actually. I might put some of those images.
Do you mean you went to PC World and looked at some laptops? Or did you, like, you were talking about...
No.
Grown Up?
Microsoft do an annual showcase
Yeah.
for their games, and it was in London this year.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's in America somewhere, but they went to London, and they showcase what they're doing and some of the tech they're doing. Unfortunately, Halo, which is the one that I really wanted to see, wasn't there.
You couldn't see the Halo.
I couldn't see the Halo. But there was some other cool games. There was Kart Rider, which is quite cool, which is basically a Mario Kart thing for the Xbox, which is in beta now, which is very exciting.
Why was it exciting?
Well, it was exciting because it's that kind of power-up racing game that you you get. It's fun racing. And you can play with kids, but it's also got that element of mastery that you really need to kind of get, and apparently it's been out in Korea for 15 years, and it's got a huge following, and there are esports around it, and there are kind of pro players, and it's that same principle. You know, when you skid on Mario, you get the purple and the gold and the silver if you skid it properly.
Streaks.
Yeah, well, no, not streaks.
Oh, Halos.
Not Halos.
Okay, I'll just shut up.
Oh my god! You know when you flick your controller?
No,
from
I don't
side
know what.
to
I don't know what
side?
any of these gestures
I'll show you.
mean.
We'll do it.
Fine.
We'll do a Mario Kart sesh, and so you get these power ups. You get kind of boosts around corners. You kind of power through. Well, you can do if you're a pro player and you get your lines right. You could do it the whole way around the track.
And what's the jazzy theme? You know, is it just a karting? Like, who are these people racing? Because that's the thing with Mario's. We're invested in the characters.
Yeah, you're invested in the characters. No, these are characters. These are characters that don't exist. But the beauty of it is they're totally customizable. So you can customize your character, you can customize your karts, you can customize the color schemes, you can customize all of that kind of stuff.
Is it better than a Nintendo Mii?
No, it's not. No, actually,
I'm not. You know,
Ayla was playing the other day Mario Kart. It's hilarious. And she nearly lost her mind because she chose me. She didn't know that I'd created my own me. She's like, Baba, you're in the game, Baba, you're in the game. So yeah, it was absolutely, which is.
Did you correct her, or did you say yes? I am a god.
No, well, I just said, I know, isn't it great? Shall we do one for you? Which is the whole beauty of it, right? Which is quite nice. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. What I wanted to talk to you about.
Dad power up there.
I know,
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ding. Bowser. But
I haven't had a purple power up in. Anyway.
What I wanted to talk to you about was XCloud. XCloud. You know how we've been talking about Stadia and Google Stadia and all that.
Stadia. The Google Stadia.
And all that kind of stuff. The streaming service, which is available.
Will you get the 5-door or the 3-door?
I will probably get the 5-door. Family man.
Yeah. Okay.
So I didn't know this. So Microsoft has the cloud. Which, if you are a member of, if you've subscribed to Microsoft Office, for example, you can choose one cloud, and if you're on Hotmail and you're using Outlook and all that kind of stuff, it's all on the cloud. And they've used the cloud before in a game called Crackdown, which we've done a retrospective of in the magazine, which is out today, guys.
Oh, wow.
So we'll talk about that a little bit. Checkpoint. This is the digital magazine.
Free.
It's free!
Oh, man.
It's free! I know, right?
Stupendous.
It's free. So, very excited by that.
Wow.
So...
Long labour.
It's been hard, and really hard. Yeah. But we're there, which is great. The purple power-up. But we looked at Crackdown, which used the cloud. A couple of years ago I saw, and they had destructible environments in this game.
Oh, this is the one you keep banging on about everything got destroyed. You love that.
I love that, because it's such a thing. So but what they've done is they've moved it on. Now, this is the amazing thing. XCloud, it's in beta right now, and I'll get you a sign in.
Of course you will.
No, I will.
No, you get me a PlayStation 4.
I can't.
Go on.
I can't.
Like you let my
this.
kid meet Stampy.
Yeah. Like I got Chico. But we
1 out of 4. Carry on.
What we do is you get your controller, and you know those clips that you get that you can put your mobile phones and stuff in.
Oh right, and you stick it on the controller, don't you?
Stick it on the controller.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
You can play your game from anywhere in the world. So your save game on your console. Say you're playing, I don't know, Abzu.
Yes.
Right? And you've saved the game and you're in a place and you've gone travelling and you're like, I really fancy playing Abzu. You can take your Bluetooth connected controller, so this is your Series 2 controller, so anything that came out with the Xbox One S, which I think was your entry-level console, that's where you came in.
Yeah. Still got the CEX sticker on it. Carry on.
Brilliant. They will have, that's a Bluetooth controller.
Right.
That Bluetooth controller, then it works on Android at the moment, tablets and mobile phones. You can then log into your XCloud account on Microsoft and load
if you can remember the password. That just doesn't happen. Any of those cloud systems.
It's the same as your Hotmail, the same as your Skype. It's the same as the Microsoft account.
No,
never going to happen.
Do you remember that time you tried to Skype me? I was like, I don't know.
You set up a whole new account, didn't you? But the beauty of it is that you can stream your save game to your phone. So whatever game you're playing, you can then play
updated across the cloud
without even switching your Xbox on. It's mind-blowing. So you've got this controller and you've got your thing, and you can be sitting on somebody's Wi-Fi.
It's like Google Docs with games.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I don't think you realise how big a deal this is.
I don't think I do.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, fine. Did you want me to be more impressed?
I want you to be more impressed.
I'm not that impressed.
Why are you not impressed?
Because you can save everything updates everywhere now.
Yeah, but this is games that take 60 gig. We're talking about 60 gig. So are you annoyed that I'm touching you?
No, I don't like the touching. No, I don't want the makeup. And I don't want to kiss. But I'm just not impressed. I'm not, I mean, it's what I would expect, in all honesty. I mean, it's great, but it's what I'd expect.
But why would you expect that?
Because if you're going to do it, if you're going to offer a game streaming service, what would the point? Do I save my game onto a memory stick and then...
Yeah, but it's a huge amount of data. We're talking about streaming 4K. No, but you're still streaming the game to a mobile phone over. I mean,
that part is cool.
And it's not just Wi-Fi. It works over 3G. It works over 4G. I think they even tried it over LTE, and it worked over LTE network. So it's quite impressive. And the fact that I think for me, I was more excited about it because there are times when I have to go away and I travel and I'm doing things, and especially this period now, which is big kind of run up to Christmas, all the big games are out. And when we're going on press trips or we're going away, it's really hard. You can't take a console with you, right? No. And even if you do, then you'd need a decent enough TV to play it, and then you need to bring your hard drive and your save files and all that kind of stuff. Well, you don't like this,
but I saw some people once in Birmingham going to a convention, walking around with their huge tower PCs, their gamer rigs.
Yeah, the LAN parties, I think.
It was the LAN. Well, I think that happened in the car park afterwards. Yeah, and there were a lot of purple power-ups.
Yeah, but it's. I'm really excited by it.
That is exciting. I tell you what, in a funny way, what excites me more is it's very rare that I would get to kind of take control of the telly.
But that's
in
the
front.
point.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would probably use it within my home
And that's fine.
more than anything else.
And equally, if you were playing Minecraft, for example, I don't know if you know Minecraft at all, Jake.
I've heard about it. I've got
If you were
some
playing
use.
Minecraft and you wanted to play it cooperatively, you've not got the split screen thing.
I don't want to play cooperatively.
But if you're playing,
No,
with
no,
your,
I know, I
do you
know,
know what I mean?
I know.
You can
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
have
yeah.
one on a device and one on the screen,
Yeah.
and it's just brilliant. I mean, I'm really impressed by that. That was my takeaway from Xbox. I saw loads of stuff. I saw Flight Sim 2020. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But oh my god.
Is it good?
Oh my god.
Is it like 4K full blown?
Oh my god! Like
honestly,
honestly, the technology. I think we spoke about this in a previous podcast in some detail, but the technology that they're using is phenomenal.
But is it pretty?
It's gorgeous.
great.
It is absolutely gorgeous, and it feeds into Bing, and Bing feeds the search engine, the Microsoft search
Yeah,
engine.
yeah, I know the Bing.
Feeds back, not the.
I was banging all night.
I was banging Bing all night.
Yeah.
Don't CBBS get in touch. We're all right. But the but the
Bing isn't. But
Bing is in a lot of
Bing's
trouble.
a mess.
But they feed back, so it's constantly updated. So real life weather, real life traffic, real life everything.
Oh wow.
Everything. And so if there's a
I
building,
almost want to go out and crash my car just so that it updates.
but that's the crazy thing is that if there's construction,
someone will think that some of these mad young.
well,
impressionable
we'll talk
children-
about this another time because there is a whole lot of stuff around simulation, non-simulation, learning how to fly, and all the kind of the darker side of the web. One of the questions I asked Jörg Newman, who's the head of Microsoft Flight Sim, was whether or not this was a simulator, because it's a flight simulator, and he said, well, it is and it isn't, but they were taking data from when there was a hurricane. They were taking the data from the planes that was coming straight back into Flight Sim, and they were flying into the hurricane live on Flight Sim 2020.
Amazing.
And they're feeding data from the oceans. So they've got buoys on the ocean that they can gather data and information
An
from.
unprecedented real-time view of the collapse of the environment.
So they're using it,
right?
But they are genuinely using it for monitoring. He's calling it a world simulator because they're taking all of this data,
Right.
and one of the questions that I asked was, okay, well, if say for example the Amazon fires that are going on, can we take the data? He's like, yes, you can. That information will be available, and you can fly over and see what the state of the fire is, coupled with the live weather and the wind and everything else. Then you can have a real clear idea of where the fire is going to go and what's going to
Has
happen.
anyone thought about just setting the date for 2050 and seeing what it looks like?
Well, that'd be rather awkward, wouldn't it? So, but yeah, so that's it. That's what I wanted to talk to you
Very
about.
cool.
There's some really exciting stuff, and
Okay.
and that's that.
Well, you've done your pet one, so I'm going to tell you that with Minecraft, Nvidia have brought out a version with ray tracing.
No way.
Yes way.
Okay, cool.
They're still ironing out the bugs and stuff. It's not released, but I saw an article where someone has played it, and it looks so different.
Does it?
Well, instead of this sort of flat
Blockiness.
plasticky
Yeah.
thing, you've got these shafts of light coming in through buildings and caves, and like light on the water and stuff. It looks amazing.
So
Like,
Minecraft,
completely different game.
Minecraft Earth was at XO 19.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got a bone to pick. A year ago, we were promised the high-def graphics update to Minecraft,
And it hasn't arrived.
and it hasn't come.
It hasn't
Because of
arrived.
all the... Yes, all right, fine. Now you can enter it and live in it and,
VR it properly.
do the
Well, let's find a
Lawnmower
day.
Man version, but,
Let's find a day and go down and play it. If you want to.
Is this promise number
This
5?
this is promise. This is a promise that I can keep.
This
And
feels like promise
look,
number 5.
we will get Stampy. I promise. We will. What were the other promises that I made?
I'd get a PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4, you can forget for now, because I don't know what Sony. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you need to sort out your UK PR team because it's a mess.
Okay.
It's a
I mean,
mess.
they're probably very busy. Tamer.
No, they're not busy.
Well,
they're not busy. They're just useless.
We are a boutique.
It's not just us.
Right now.
It's not just
We're
us.
a boutique.
It's not just us, Jake. It's not just us. You need to pick up your game, Sony. It's supposed to be for the players. It's supposed to be for the players.
Yeah.
What was the third promise?
That you would let me run naked across the moon. You said it could be done. You said you'd fill my lungs with liquid oxygen,
Right.
and I
That
would
would
be
drown
able to
you.
run naked across the surface of the moon.
Is this on Minecraft? because we
No.
can do it.
No,
Well, look,
in
we
real
will get
life.
in touch with Microsoft and we'll head down and we will go and play Minecraft.
I would love that.
World,
That'd be
because
amazing.
I think you'll appreciate. I didn't even check it out because I don't understand what the hell is going on.
It's the best game. Right, I'm going to move on though.
Good.
Because I mean, that all sounds very exciting. I think I can go a little further with Munchkin's Quacked Quest.
What? What?
No, it's a game I was playing today. It's free with the Xbox Game Pass.
Okay.
It's a fun little sort of dungeon game.
Dungeon crawler.
Dungeon crawler. Is that? Well, you
Yeah.
you just go in and do battles, and you basically set a timer. You say, "I'd like to do this for about 10 minutes,"
Oh, cool.
and then you go
Is it
in, and it's a
cooperative?
co-op game.
Is it
Well, it's
couch
sort
co-op?
of competitive.
Is it couch co-op or online co-op?
Couch co-op. Probably on. No, I think it's just couch.
Okay,
And you can have little bots to play with you if you haven't got any friends.
that's nice.
It's cute. It's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it would stay fresh. What I liked about it though was that I'm quite confident. I'd say I'm 80 to 90% confident that the voice of the game is the developer. I'm just high confidence. High confidence.
Yeah, if it's
Because she has this indeterminate European accent, and like I've met these people. I've voiced video games. And I've met the developers, and they have a strong idea about how they want it. And quite right, it's his game. He should voice it however he likes.
Yeah.
But nice touches, like when you go into the settings page on the menu, the voiceover says, "Yes, the game options where you can contradict the game designers." It's really good.
brilliant.
But sort of
Yeah.
Blue, who was actually talking to me there.
Yeah,
So it's a fun game.
Good.
Good pass of the time. My little boy
Excellent.
enjoyed it very much.
yeah. Well, actually, on that Games Pass, we've been playing Humans Fall Flat. I don't know if you've seen this. It's by
Humans
Curve-
Fall Flat.
Yeah, it's a Curve Digital game. It's a little platformer where you take control of a almost like a plasticine
Yeah.
type character. Do you remember Mount Your Friends?
I remember you telling me about it.
So it's the kind of same principle physics. So you can walk, jump, grab. That's really all you can do, and you have to make your way puzzle through the levels. So you have to drag items and jump on things and swing around things, and it's a really lovely little game. So I would recommend you check that out.
That
It's
sounds
actually
good.
in one of our. It's one of our 3 games that we killing time with, and you can kill it. You can play a level in about half an hour, 40 minutes. So it's really worth checking out, I think.
I've been killing time also with a game on tablets and phones called Sandballs.
Okay.
Do you know Sandballs?
No, I don't.
It's really nice. You just dig a little tunnel and let the
Oh,
balls fall
yeah,
down
I've
the
seen
thing.
that. It's-
Yeah, you've
it's
seen
on-
it advertised,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
one of those ones that gets advertised in other games. And I was like, do you know what? I'll give it a go.
And that's how that. By the way, just so you know, this is how I find new games.
Yeah.
I follow the ads because
Yeah.
actually they are very good. the
Yeah.
ones that- and I love that. That looks good. I've been
really
contemplating.
fun game.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. It's a
I've been
great fun
contemplating getting it
There
for
are
a
some
while.
where you have to. Basically, you've got some balls collected in a kind of hole in some sand at
Yes.
the top of the screen, and then with your finger you draw to erase sand in a line, and the balls follow gravity. But there are some where you have to do like you have to split the balls over around an obstacle and all kinds of things. It's really fun.
It is. It looks great. I'm.
Yeah.
I
And
will.
lots of pop-up
I will
adverts.
download that. Very quick update on Sorceria.
I needed a wee.
We've opened routes. I want to show you.
No,
actually.
no, I don't want to.
I wanna show
But
you.
I don't care.
We opened
No one cares.
Jakarta.
No one cares.
Jakarta.
No one cares.
We are flying to Jakarta now,
Right.
which is exciting. We are now flying. I mean, I'm
I wish I
really
had some more
excited.
news I could share with you. while
I'm
this is
really
going
excited. I mean, this is really, really cool. I'm just gonna kind of load this up. But
on. I'm just going to bing the heck out of
this is amazing. Look at my
It's
look at
not
my
ama-
roots
It's
now.
amazing to you.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing to you.
I am making 190. Look at that. Look at my flight
It's not
route.
real, and it
Look
doesn't
at
matter.
that.
No one cares.
Look at that. Look where we're going, guys.
Sandballs.
Look where we're
is a
going.
really nice game.
That's where we're going. So we've got loads of routes now, and I'm
Awesome.
very excited. So
There's a new Lego game called Lego Tower, which I haven't played yet, but it looks very promising.
Lego Tower.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Is it iPad, mobile?
It's a mobile and tablets thing.
I wanted to talk very quickly. Maybe not this week. We'll talk about it
Yes,
next
Tamer.
week.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Yap. I just put on my radio voice there. I've been playing Call of Duty, the new one, Modern Warfare. So they redid Modern Warfare. We'll talk about that a little bit in more detail next week because it's a bit heavy. So we'll probably start with that, if that's all right.
Yes, fine by me.
But I just want to say...
it's going to be one of those ones where you start talking about PTSD and horrific violence and stuff, and I have to try and pull it back.
Call of Duty lost its way. So the reason I want to talk about it is not just because it's quite poignant. It's quite a poignant game. It's a good commentary on the perception of the West on terrorism, which I think is really quite interesting. It's a very clever take on it, and actually... This is what I love about video games.
You have got a Bowser hat on your head, so I'm trying to take what you're saying seriously.
Which is why we'll do this next week. But I wanted to talk about video games as commentary acts of life, and how we can use video games to comment on some of the kind of the more difficult subject matters that people, especially in this post-truth era that we live in, that everybody keeps banging on about, the things with climate change denying and things about kind of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia and all that kind of stuff. I think there's space for this to be dealt with in a medium such as a video game if it's dealt with properly. And I think actually, as an Arab, as a Muslim person playing through Call of Duty,
and as a climate change,
that's not me. You're
confusing
me. That is totally me. I'm not.
Anti-Semitic, hates Muslims.
Yeah, everything. I'm just a horrible person, but I think it's. I think
politics.
Actually, I do really well, but I think there's room to have these discussions. So next week we'll talk about this game and other games that kind of discuss these political conversations that seem to be easier to have in a video game than they do in real life, and I think that's really kind
the
of
power of allegory.
I think so. I think it's, and I'm quite excited by how Call of Duty's made me feel, because I've had all the feels, guys, the feels.
Okay,
so
I'm going to be binging your feels and getting a purple power up for that. Tiny side note, but I'm homeschooling my child now, and it's good. It's definitely proved to be the right decision for us. We're going through some of his old schoolwork the other day.
Okay.
And there was a thing about we must make healthy choices, and mainly it was about food, but there were these two sort of columns, and the children had been sort of told to put things in different. Do you think it's healthy or not healthy? And he'd been made to put in the unhealthy column video games. I was like, dude, I was really angry about that because I thought that's a stupid thing to say. That's like saying carbohydrates.
And we know, and I know, we've done this, and we've spoken about this many times. Video games. Our first episode was about how video games helped us during hard times. Video games. I was told when I was doing my RAF training to continue to play video games because it ups my reaction time. It helps you to drive, so learn how to drive because it'll teach you how the pedals, all of that kind of stuff. And also there is an empathy and a relation that you build with a video game that I think is really, really important.
Yeah, and those purple power-ups very much translate to real life. Should we do Ultimate Kuenssberg?
I'm so excited.
Ultimate Kuenssberg 4.
Ultimate Kuenssberg 4, the definitive edition.
So you'll remember there was the flight. You were fresh-faced Laura Kuenssberg, a young student, post-grad, off to study journalism at Georgetown University.
That's correct.
Survived the flight, which had all kinds of mayhem adventures. But now, in our text-based adventure,
which I'm very excited about. So from what I remembered last time, Jeremy Goblin Paxman created some kind of hole in the aircraft which sent this Bumblejet Sorcerer 797 into the ground, and I fashioned, as Laura Kuenssberg, a parachute from my notepad.
I'm amazed
and I
remember none of that.
And I landed just incredibly in my university.
Perfect. You have arrived at Georgetown University. That was the only bit I remembered.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fresh for a new term of studying journalism and that. You're walking through the quad.
I love the quad. I had a quad in my boarding school. And cloisters.
That's terrible. Did they have like a doctor there? Or
no, we just had cream.
Marvelling at the leaves as they begin turning red as fall sets in on the East Coast and that. Just trying to set the scene.
Thanks, babes.
Do you N, go north to the main building, or E, go east to the canteen.
Canteen. I've just had a traumatic time.
You head east towards the canteen, but there is an orc guarding the door. You eye each other warily. Who wishes to pass? He growls.
Is this John Simpson?
Possibly. Do you A, say you have a scoop? Or B, say, I am Laura Kuenssberg, future chief political editor of the BBC, and I demand you let me pass?
I think I'm going to go with the humble, I'm Laura Kuenssberg. I am the future chief political editor of the BBC.
You're going for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's humble.
I don't know about that, roars the orc. I'll have to bing it. But it is time for you to fight. Roll a dice.
Oh, yes! I've got my app for this. Here we go. Roll a dice. Tap to roll. 3 again.
The orc lunges for you, and because you threw a 3, you die. Do you want to just pretend you threw roll it again?
5.
The orc lunges for you, but you are too quick.
Ha!
Thrusting your trusty black and red notebook into his jaws, leaving him unable to attack. Quick as a flash, you dart between his legs and into the safety of the canteen. But there is a student riot!
Oh no!
More
what
next
should
time?
we do? More next time?
Yeah.
Can I roll again? 4!
Yeah, you see, that's good.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. We'll look forward to our next instalment of
Ultimate Kuenssberg 4!
Ultimate Kuenssberg 4, the definitive edition.
It's fun. Anytime, love.
Cool.
Might be time for the quiz.
Oh, it's definitely time for the quiz.
What do you think?
I think I'm going to thrash this one. I've been binging all week. I've binged,
I need a
bonged,
pen.
banged and bunged.
I forgot my pen. Keep yourself busy while I get my pen. That's what I need.
If I hear
Right.
a saucer
Here we
one
go.
more time. Ah?
The quiz.
Great. Come on.
I think you'll probably get 1, maybe 2 of these.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. Question 1.
Yeah.
Question 1.
What is the name of the
Can
world?
I take the... It's lovely. It's quite warm.
I'm keeping mine on, Julie. I appreciate your gift.
I appreciate you, Julie.
What's the name of the world in which the Zelda games are set?
Oh. Hyrule.
Oh, he said Hyrule. Okay.
We'll have to wait and see if I won that one. I want to play poker with you now.
I know. I'm terrible. Oh. Number 2. I'm not a monkey.
Did you? There's a great thing. They did this experiment where they realised a lot of animals involuntarily, like social animals, cannot help but transmit to
Joy.
their sort of fellow clan members. Joy, basically. Like, so if they find food, it's kind of like the reason we make noises.
Right.
It's literally kind of just flagging up to everyone this is worth having, right?
Like a bee dancing
And so
to a hive.
They did this test where they got some figs or something for this gorilla, and this gorilla was so excited at finding all these figs and was going but like literally trying to cover its mouth with his hand.
Amazing.
To stop because wanted all the figs but couldn't actually help
Was it a little bit like Ian Lee in the jungle last year with the strawberries?
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Well, that might be the same reason why I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is so successful. British joke.
Maybe.
Which year? Oh, this
Are
is
you
a good
watching
one.
it this year, by the way?
I am actually.
Are you actually?
I am actually. I started
I'm
watching
actually
it
sort
a
of not.
couple
I'll tell you why, because ITV needs to sort out their app.
I'll tell you
You
what.
can't cast
the
live.
ITV Hub.
It's the worst.
It's the
app.
worst.
And
Oh
your
my-
landmark program, possibly
Yeah,
of the
very
year. It's not
flagship.
on your splash page.
It's the one that makes
or
you
anywhere.
most money.
What's wrong with these
I
people?
have no idea.
It's like
I
it's
don't
sackable.
watch ITV.
Sack them.
I don't
know.
watch ITV because
I know
of the
because
Hub.
I know.
Genuinely.
Yes, because you can't stream live.
And what's with Virgin? Anyway, yes, you're right. Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
can't stream live.
No.
That's the craziness.
I know. So I'm trying to watch it a day behind.
UK TV, you can stream. Channel 5.
Is it because they want us to buy BritBox? Is that what it's about? I don't know.
I have no idea, but it's on Freeview. I don't understand why. I mean, if you're going to do it, you get rid of the Freeview license. I don't get it.
This has been a great chat.
Anyway.
Okay, question 2.
Question 2.
Question 2.
Which year was Snake first made available on the Nokia phone?
Oh!
Oh!
Oof. I'm going to go for 1991.
And for a bonus on this, can you name the model?
$2710. E.
E. Okay. So important that we get that right. Okay.
Question 3.
Okay, question 3.
Bunged that. Yeah.
How many lines of aliens appear in a wave of space
Oh, that's
invaders?
a great question. 7. I don't think that's right.
7. Okay.
Oh wait,
Okay.
sorry. I was how many rows? But you're saying how many in total appear?
No. How many lines?
How many lines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lines.
Yeah, I'll go
Not
for
total.
7.
I would have said
I'll go for
total.
7. All right.
Otherwise.
It's just the way you laughed in that kind of way, slightly depressing.
Question 4.
Okay. Whose experiments with a time machine?
Joseph Mengels. No, go on.
Whose experiments with a time machine start the events of Command and Conquer Red Alert?
Oh. William Horniblu. I don't know. I absolutely no idea.
Question 5.
And question 5. I quite like this question.
Yeah.
And this is one that I think you may get.
Yeah.
In Limbo, do you play Limbo?
Only with a bamboo stick in the garden when I was 7.
In Limbo, which creature captures your character at the start of the game?
Dougie Fresh. The snail.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright!
I mean, I'd have to bing it. It's a check. I'd have to bing the heck out of that. Probably on a PlayStation.
Okay, so I asked you, what's the name of the world in which the Zelda games are set? You said Hyrule.
I did.
The answer was Hyrule. Well done! Excellent work, Iago.
It's a purple power up.
Purple power up, yeah, and it's in the same. It's on brand. It's a Nintendo game, so that works. Which year was Snake first available on the Nokia phone? You said 1991. It was in fact 1998.
Wow.
7 years later, yeah.
You're kidding me.
No, 1998 was when it was first available on a Nokia phone. There were other games, but Snake specifically was available.
Oh, was it Centipede before? Are you?
I don't know what it was before. It wasn't the Snake
so-
game, but
okay,
Snake
alright.
wasn't available until 1998, and it was on the model 6110, the
Oh,
6110.
yeah. Well, I would have said that. Yeah.
I query that because maybe it's.
I think you should bing that, mate.
I'm gonna bing that.
I'm gonna bing it now.
Bing it. I asked you how many lines of aliens appear in a wave of space invaders. You
Yeah.
said 7. If you'd
Yeah.
gone for the previous prime number, you would have been 5. Fine. It was 5. 5, so not an answer there. And whose experiments with a time machine start the events of Command and Conquer Red Alert?
Dougie Fresh and.
You said William Horniblu. Balls.
Yeah, I think I was right.
It was Albert Einstein. So Command and Conquer do this alternative universe thing. I actually interviewed Gemma Atkinson. Is that her name? The one from Hollyoaks.
Okay. Strictly
was-
in my book.
Oh, really?
Sure.
She was the voice, in a northern voice of
Oh, very
in
good.
Command and Conquer, which is quite funny. Have you found it?
Yeah.
And finally, in Limbo, which creature captures your character at the start of the game? You said a snail. It was in fact a spider.
Oh, well, it's not bad.
Not bad. It's done all right. Speaking of Limbo, there's a really lovely. An artist has done Limbo pictures in a forest. So he's gone in. Have you seen Limbo? So it's all silhouette and dark.
Okay.
It's a platformer, and you're a little boy, and it's actually a really
little
lovely.
boy.
It's a really lovely story about a guy who developed this game that was trying to deal with his depression.
Oh.
And what he did was he created these creatures that represented his demons within his head.
Yeah.
And they are things
Has
like
J.K.
the
Rowling been in
spiders. Well, I don't know. He was supposed to do another game. I don't think he did. I can't remember. But it was a huge hit, and it's all black and white, monochrome, and it's a platform. It's a puzzle platform, and you go through the whole world trying to escape from rocks and falls and monsters and spiders, and you're this tiny little character.
I wish they'd make a video game of Oh, the Places You'll Go. That would be an amazing game.
A video game of what?
Oh, the Places You'll Go, Dr. Seuss.
Oh, yeah, that would be
you know
quite
that
good.
book?
Yes, I do. We've got the whole Dr. Seuss collection in there. I love that.
I mean, what a tome.
Yeah, it would
what
be
an
amazing.
almanac of emotion for a child.
It would be.
It would be the most amazing video game ever. I want to make that.
Yeah, well, we can do it. We can't do it.
No, we can't even do a text-based adventure game about Laura Kuenssberg.
But yeah, so there we go. Well done, you got one.
I'm happy with
That's
that.
great, fantastic. That's good. That's the
Ladies
quiz,
and gentlemen, the
everybody.
hardest quiz in the world.
Absolutely, and I think it's something like 3-2 at the moment to you, or 4-2 to you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I can't remember.
Please don't be silly.
So, but we're going to start a new scoring system.
All right, okay. All right, we're back to that, are we? Back to the good old days.
There we
Yeah.
go. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I think that's about really all we have time for. Be aware that the magazine is available now. Please go and download it. You can download it from magazinecloner.com. If you just do a search for, or jellyfishconnect.com, if you do a search for Checkpoint Magazine,
This sounds very made up.
it's free.
Jellyfish Connect.
Yeah, they're the publishers. So they publish the magazine. You'll be able to download it. I'll put a link.
Are
just
you a jellyfish looking for discreet fun in your area?
If you're looking for something a bit more fun and a bit more exciting, but with some highbrow stuff, then do download it. All the back issues are there, but it is free. It's free. It'd be hugely helpful if you can download it. We'll be posting it on social media, so do check it out.
Download the Jellyfish Connect.
Do you want to see the front cover?
Yeah. Download the Jellyfish Connect
Very-
app to
it's
meet up
very
with
cool.
like-minded jellyfish for fun
Well,
and
it was
more.
called Magazine Cloner, but Jellyfish Connect were bought out.
Jellyfish Connect accepts no responsibilities for any jellyfish STDs
absolutely.
transmitted.
Absolutely. So here's the latest issue. And on that note, I think I'll show this to you afterwards. We'll say
Yeah,
goodbye to
there's
everybody, and
absolutely
it's
no
quite
need
nice.
for this.
So thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
Julie, thank you for the.
Thank you so much, Julie. I got a massive purple power-up from mine, and I know Tamer had a silver one from his. Yeah. Do check out the magazine. It's very exciting.
It's very cool. Lots of interactivity, videos, audio, and everything else. Please do subscribe, and share this.
all of those things.
All of the information is down below, which you'll be able to see, and you will have seen that coming up during the program as well. So
Yeah, unless
so
you're
do-
listening and Tamer hasn't edited this bit out because it's irrelevant.
It's totally irrelevant. But if you are listening, then please do share, and subscribe to this podcast.
Same applies. You're obviously a discerning freeloader, so, pay your way.
Wow.
Kidding, we love you.
We love you. Thank you very much. At checkpointmagazine.com. What's the point? Get in touch, and we'll look
Yeah.
forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, take care. See you next time.
Bye bye.